is our supply chain optimization service. And with MooV and our team of supply chain experts, we are looking for the optimal supply chain configuration for our clients, meeting their business needs with the aim to reduce their logistic costs and also increase the efficiency of the supply chain. We do this for clients looking to start their supply chain from scratch or altering an existing supply chain, transforming it to new bio-based formulas. Our role in the BBTWINS project is to optimize the logistics of agri-food chains. More specifically, we did a case on stone fruit producers like peaches and nectarines. Dimitra is a corporation which hosts about 200 farmers who at the moment are all individually transferring their fruit to the corporation, which creates a lot of vehicle movements and also a lot of mileage. And our ambition is to reduce this number of vehicle movements and also the mileage so that the supply chain logistics become more competitive overall.
They produce about 460 tons per year, depending on the weather conditions, on an area of about 90 hectares. We investigated 3 different cases. So first of all, in the current situation, the farmers harvest their fruits in the morning usually, because then the heat is not that high in Greece. When they harvest, they put everything in boxes, and these boxes, they bring themselves to the Dimitra Corporation, and that causes a big peak during noon, which is troubling the Dimitra Corporation because all the farmers have to be waiting there. And that's why actually Dimitra asked us to investigate 2 different strategies. The first strategy is that they buy their own cooled pickup truck. And with this pickup truck, they go along the different farmers during a day and they can let us know when they harvested. Dimitra passes by and they pick up the fruits. Unfortunately, the capacity of one truck will be not sufficient to pick up all the fruits, so still some farmers need to drive by the Dimitra Corporation themselves. And then you have the second strategy. It's about a semi-detached container. The Dimitra Corporation puts these containers in the evening at several locations in the production area. During the day, the farmers put their harvested fruit boxes in this container, and in the evening, the Dimitra Corporation passes by again to pick up the full container and leave the empty container for the next day. So we used our MooV model, our MooV analysis procedure, to investigate the transport costs for these 3 cases. These transport costs were only based on the cost for the mileage, the cost for the travel time of the truck driver or the farmers, and the depreciation of the vehicle. And what we see from the results is actually that when you organize these pickup rounds with the cooled truck, that we can reduce the transport costs with about 24% and the travel distance with about 30%. It also reduces, again, the emissions in the area. And that also corresponds to the goals that have been set by the BBTWINS projects. When we look at the semi-detached container, we see that there we can reduce the transport distance with about 10%, but there the transport costs rise because the area is actually too small to have this kind of container setup. So it will work for bigger areas, but not for this small area. So by using our MooV model, we were able to assess the different impacts of the strategies of Dimitra, and we were able to give their support in taking decisions on how to reorganize their supply chain. In the BBTWINS project, it's also the goal to have the model integrated within the digital twin for agri-food sectors. And that's why, together with Dimitra, we defined that we should also create a logistics planning tool, which they can use to define to which farmers to go to and which farmers to contact to have a certain demand at a certain moment. We have created this routing model, and we will combine it with the feedstock harvesting model that will be developed by other partners in the consortium.
What we've done now is establish this case as a proof of concept for a Greek stone fruit producer corporation. But what is clear that we can easily transfer this to also other agri-food sectors, actually any in the broad sense of agriculture, as well as horticulture, for example. The most important thing that we needed to do is capture these objectives and conditions that were specific for the agri-food chain. And now that we did that, we are ready to roll this out to any agri-food supply chain who is looking for efficiency increases, being it on the economic side, the environmental impact, or also the robustness or resilience of their supply chains or supply chain networks.